So unless you guys have been living under a rock since the beginning of 2022, I don't know if you've noticed, but the markets have been dropping and dramatically decreasing for the past 6 months. For example, in the past 6 months alone, the S&P 500 has decreased over 10%, the Dow Jones has decreased over 6%, the Nasdaq has decreased over 21%, and the Russell 2000 has decreased over 14%. Cryptocurrency has also went down and lost over $8 trillion off of its market cap during this year alone. Plus, inflation is still at a record high, and the housing market has seen a major slowdown, with analysts predicting a 25% drop by the end of the summer. As you might be aware already, all of these drops in the market can potentially lead to a recession, which has been buzzing all over my newsfeed for the past month. In this video, I'm going to be talking about exactly what I'm going to be doing during this very uncertain time in the world, and show you exactly how I'm investing specifically for passive income. Hi guys, my name is Dennis, and in this channel I talk about personal finance as well as my continuous journey to financial freedom. Now, I just want to be upfront with you guys and let you know that I'm a little biased when it comes to investing my money. Well, first of all, it's because I'm talking about my money and nobody else's. And second of all, I'm just a 27-year-old guy who just recently graduated college, and I'm looking to build an investment portfolio that's going to be generating me passive income throughout the many more years to come. Plus, there's a bunch of smarter people with more experience on YouTube that you could be listening to instead of me talking about their finances and their wealth. It's not like I'm making much money anyway. But with that said, let's just get right into it. I currently have roughly around $10,000 invested across 40 different dividend paying companies, as well as across 9 different growth companies that I thought are gonna go up in value until a recent turn of events. In comparison to the 40 different dividend companies that I own, the 9 growth companies have brought down my portfolio significantly over the past 6 months. Now, the reason you might be seeing a higher number in my Robinhood portfolio than the $10,000 that I mentioned, well, it's because the rest of the money is my emergency fund that I have in my buying power to store to get 1% APY. Like I mentioned in a recent video of mine about the 5 best banks to store your savings right now, Robinhood just announced that they offer 1% APY for all of the money you hold in their buying power. So without going into too much details, I pretty much decided to transfer my emergency fund into Robinhood and get that sweet 1% APY. Now, there are 2 main reasons why I'm showing you guys my Robinhood portfolio right now. First, since creating this YouTube channel about a month ago, I want to be as transparent as possible with my audience, as well as all the people that smash that like button, so that we can all learn and grow together. And second, I'm showing you guys my accounts because I want to keep myself accountable for the future when I look back at these videos and see where I was and where I'm going to go with my account. But anyway, I'm proud to say that my wife and I were able to grow this account as well as pay off our high interest private student loan debt in the past few years alone. But as you can imagine, after seeing how unstable the economy is at the current moment, in the past 1 year alone, we're down roughly around 5% across all of our stocks. And this probably would have been a much higher loss if it wasn't for the reinvestment of dividends that we've been doing consistently for the past few years. I've been slowly buying dividend paying companies for the past few years, but I only recently started to write down all my monthly dividends that I've been getting from these companies in my dividend tracker spreadsheet that I created. Now, even though my portfolio is down around 5% over the past year, as you can see over here, my dividends actually have been increasing over time. As you can see here, from January of 2021 to May of 2021, I earned roughly around $70 worth of dividends. But if I look at that same time frame from January to May in 2022, I earned roughly around $100 worth of dividends in those months. That's $30 more in dividends over the course of 5 months, even though my portfolio is down overall. Now, that's kind of crazy to me. Like, my portfolio is down 5% in the past year, but my dividends increased. That's just insane. I actually can't wait to see all the dividend income I'm gonna get in June, because most of the companies that I own pay their dividends quarterly, so that March, June, September, and December are actually higher months in dividends. I just thought about it right now, and I decided that I'm going to create a video at the end of every single month to show you guys how much dividends I earned. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to use the dividend tracker spreadsheet that I created, I'll leave a link down below in the video description. When after you click the link, you need to press press file, make a copy, and name it whatever you want to name it so that you can start writing down your dividend incomes today. And also, since you made a copy, you can edit any of that information on the sheet to fit your needs. Now I know that the numbers I'm displaying here are not significant in any way, shape, or form, but I know if I keep investing in blue chip dividend paying stocks, then I will eventually build a portfolio that I want. Kind of like my Russian comrade Andrei did over the past 8 years of him investing. Yes, investing. Now in all seriousness, if you haven't seen Andrei Jikh's videos, he's the one who motivated me to start a YouTube channel to begin with. I'll leave a link down below in the video description with his YouTube channel so that you can go check it out. But the reason I started telling you guys all of this is because I know how tricky investing could be in the stock market. If you look at the S&P 500's 90-year historical chart, you could tell that if you would have invested into the market at the wrong time, like in December of 1972, and held your money here for 10 years until June of 1982, you would have lost a major portion of your invested money. And the same thing goes for if you invested your money into the stock market in the year 2000. By the year 2010, you would have lost most of your money as well. But that's why I think having the right mindset and intention when investing into the stock market is very important. If you would have invested your money in the years that I mentioned with the sole intention of growth, you would have lost your money instead. But if you would have invested your money with the sole intention of having passive income over the next few years, then it wouldn't matter how much you lost because your intention is to make passive income in the form of dividends. I say this because if you would look at the following years after a bear market, historically speaking, you always tend to see some kind of growth. For example, from 1982 to 1992, you see a huge spike upwards with growth that far exceeds what you initially invested in 1972. Same thing goes from 2011 to 2021, where the market spikes up again even though the past few years were down. Over the past few years, I invested my money with the sole intention of having passive income in the form of dividends. I tried to cement this mindset early on so that I wouldn't panic and sell all of my investments every time I see a small drop or a prolonged drop in the market. Because after all, the people who sell when they're afraid are the reason the market drops in the first place. And I know this quote has been brutally abused all over YouTube, but Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful." This just means that even during an unstable market like this one, investing consistently has always proven to work over trying to time the market at the perfect low. Now I just want you guys to keep in mind that I'm saying all of this with confidence because I'm still relatively young and I plan on holding all of my investments for the long term. My goal is to build a dividend income machine that will pay me money so that I'll be able to afford all of my daily expenses for the rest of my life while still leaving a nest egg for my future kids. But if you're watching this video and you're in your 50s or 60s, I could understand the hesitation of investing in the markets consistently, seeing what we see today. So if I were you, I would first figure out where I'm located in my investing journey and then make these kind of decisions. And that's why I recommend to speak with an actual licensed financial advisor, because I'm potentially just as new in investing as you are. But if you're finding this video helpful so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that you can help this video spread to more people. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to share this video with your friends or relatives. Let me know in the comments down below if you're gonna continue to invest during this very unstable market. And you can check out this video right here where I talk about what I decided to do, whether it be invest first or pay off my debt first. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Kind of like my Russian comrade Andrei did over the past 8 years of investing. Why did I turn into Arnold? Russian accent. Russian accent. I am Russian. Who are you doing this for? Why you do this? Kind of like my Russian comrade Andrei did over the past 8 years of him investing. Yes.